الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. My dear respected brothers, elders, listeners, once you've joined us for the Q&A, this week there's only one question, but I think someone has put this. It's regarding marriage, forced marriage. The questioner has put, please talk about forced marriage. As my mom wants me to get married as soon as possible, and she is giving me one option, which is from my home country, that I have answered and refused several of times. What do I do now? I don't have a choice. So this topic requires a lot of time, but I'll just try and make it brief as possible. Firstly, regarding forced marriages. Looking at it from an Islamic point of view, it's not part of our deen where there's forced marriage. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, let's look at his example. And when he had got his daughter Hazrat Fatima radiallahu anha married to Hazrat Ali radiallahu anhu, was with her permission. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam taught us an example. He asked his daughter and she was pleased, and then he married her off to Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu. So who do we follow? Whose lifestyle do we follow? This was the teachings of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So forced marriage, let's look at what is forced marriage, or what we understand as forced marriage, where parents, they decide the husband or the future wife for their son or daughter. They see some goodness or some potential that this marriage may work, and this could be linked back to their home country, whether it's India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Africa, and they could see potential, and it also could be someone from their family member, so it could be their brother's daughter, it could be their sister's son or daughter, and they see some potential. Or some people have it in their culture where they would say that I want my son or daughter to marry someone from my brothers or sisters, so to keep things in the family. If your son or daughter agrees to this, alhamdulillah. Islam has not discouraged it. In fact, if we see many have married their cousin and relations, there is nothing wrong with that. Providing your son or daughter is happy with this. If they are not happy with this, please do not force them. And parents, now let's look at parents on this subject. Sometimes parents, they become their intentions are right. We would say not to use too harsh words. Their intentions are good, but sometimes they become selfish. Sorry to say. Because they can see their benefit in their child marrying their such and such person, but is it beneficial for their son or daughter or not? That's the question. The person that is going to live the rest of their life with them, what if they don't find them attractive? What if their personalities do not meet? What if their deen, they are total opposite people? You have a practicing daughter that's praying salah, that is practicing, and then now you have someone from your home country, your brother's son, and you decide who's not practicing but keep things in the family and get him married to him. And they have a total different way of lifestyle. Is this the right choice? Maybe for the father, but is it the right choice for that girl, for your daughter? So we have to leave and put this to aside. And the other point, if we go back, there's many people that we know or may know that have forced their children to get married. Now do a survey and have a look. It's only some of them may be successful, very less percentage. Now we need to understand two things here. Arranged marriage and forced marriage are two different things. Let's not try and mix them together. Forced marriage is where parents, they are forcing their children, you marry this person. Because we are saying, and if you don't, then we're gonna stop talking to you. Allahu Akbar. What gives this right to parents to force their children and say such things? That we will stop talking to you, force them into this, and then what happens? We can see many, personally I know people that were forced marriage and it didn't last. After some time it breaks. And then they both go their own ways. And who is to blame? The parents that forced them into this. Why? Why force the children into this? Islam has given us the choice. Now, on the other hand, arranged marriage is where parents get involved. They sit down and explain to their son or daughter. Islam has told us what we should look for in a partner. Their deen. Give priority to deen. Tell them this is the things that you should look for. I think this person is suitable for you in matching your character. What do you think of this? Do you accept? Do istikhara? Do mashwara? Do you accept? If they refuse on that and the parents accept it and try looking for someone else, this is fine. Or encourage them, but not to blackmail them. We're going to take you out of the family if you don't marry such and such person. Encouraging them, if they don't agree, this is their choice. Allah has given us some choices that we have. It's better to marry someone who you find attractive. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has given guidance to one companion when he was going to marry a lady from the Ansar to look at her before you marry. So we have been given this choice. And parents should not take away this choice from the children. Yes, when children, they need guidance. Parents give them the guidance. This is what you should be looking for. But if it's still not fitting in and they're not still understanding and they make their own choice and you've tried, then just accept is the best thing, providing they are Muslim. You've tried to do what you can and tell them give preference to deen. If they understand this, they understand. If not, then let them just live their life and who they decide. But these things have to be done before with children, and it should be all explained to them. This is rights of parents towards their children to give them Islamic guidance on this matter. Now whoever this question is, what they're going through, we only going according to what the questioner is saying, that their mother is wrong in this matter. You should not do this. And now the children that are growing up, they even report. And if you do get a report, as far as I know, I think there's some sentence even on this matter at the moment. I don't know whose dua got accepted. But someone that may have been forced, their dua accepted, where there's a sentence of why. We've got to do things according to the sunnah, what the teachings of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is. Culture, if it's in line with our deen and it's fine, then it's okay. Otherwise, we'll throw it away. We love Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and what they have taught us is what we will do. That comes before anyone and everyone, what Allah and His Messenger has done. If there's something we do from the country that we are in, a practice, a culture, but it's in line with Islam, then there's no problem. But if it goes against Islam, then we will put that culture away. And we will follow what our deen teaches us. what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says. So this message, parents, we need to understand. And this message also to those that we know. Give them the teachings. This is what you look for in a partner. This is the girl that you should look for. Tell them, explain to them. Give, what did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam advise? Give this advice to them. And help them to look. A lot of youth, whenever a youngster comes and says, can I talk to you? 99.9% my guess is that is related to marriage or girl. And most of the time that is the case. A lot of the youth that are out there, their parents, they are 20 plus 25. Parents are not interested in looking for someone for them. Allahu Akbar. Your children, they've got, if parents have tried but the children are refusing, then they're not responsible. But if they're not helping or encouraging or talking even about this, you have some youngsters, their parents are not even trying or helping them to get married. Allahu Akbar. Then what will happen? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has mentioned, if you find the right pair and you don't get married, إِلَّا تَفْعَلُوا تَكُمْ فِتْنَةٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَفَسَادٌ عَرِيضٌ. There'll be fitna and corruption, as we can see. So we have to keep these things in mind, understand, consult, do mashwara, do istikhara. These principles we should teach our children. When you are unsure about a matter that is not fard, you don't do istikhara, okay, should I pray Fajr tomorrow? You come 2 o'clock in the morning and you think, okay, what should I do? Things that are fard, there's no istikhara on that. Things that are sunnah, things that are permissible but you're unsure about whether to do it or not. Mashwara with the ulamas, with the pious people, with people that have got experience. These things will benefit us for our dunya and our akhirah. Today I'm a mufti, and I'm a doctor, and I'm an engineer and mechanic. Everything I can do myself. This is where the problems come. In your line of what you need guidance on, speak to someone that is an expert in that matter. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave us advice. And he has taught us, the person that does istikhara, the person that does mashwara, then this person will not fail. He will not lose. He will always win. He'll not feel that he's made the wrong decision. But he will always win. So these points are very important. The parents, they take this on board. Sometimes as they get older, they think, okay, we know what to do. We don't need to ask anyone. We don't need to consult. No, we should consult, speak. What should I do in this matter? Mashwara, istikhara is very, very important. We should always consult. I try making it a habit of mine to consult. In any matter, do mashwara. Consult, and inshallah, Allah has given different people different capabilities. You're having some things you cannot solve yourself with your children, consult. Allah has given this knowledge to others, they can help you. What should I do in this matter? How should I go? What does Islam say about this? I think I've spoken enough on this now. You need a lot of time to get into more detail. But those parents that are thinking that we should force our children, go and ask the ones that have done it 15, 20 years ago and the results are there. In front of them, how many became successful? Arrange their marriage, but with them accepting it and guide them. What is right, what is wrong, who you should select. Parents nowadays, they keep 40, 50,000 pounds, their life savings for their son or daughter's marriage. You'll see people saying, what's this money? Some people ask the question, do I need to go for, I can't afford to go for Hajj because I've saved this money for my daughter's wedding. They saved the money for their daughter's wedding, but they've not taught anything about what marriage is. Allahu Akbar. That's a loss, big loss. for them. So it's not just about money and if you can provide 8 dishes on that day and have the best hall, the most expensive hall, that does not mean anything to them after. If they get on and you've taught them about Islam, that will mean the most to them. That is what will count. And if you don't, then go and ask people that are married 3-4 years ago, can you remember your hall? And so on. They won't remember anything. As if the things are fine with their husband, that's enough. Or with their wife, that's enough for them. And if they had the best hall that you can think of, the most expensive, but they're having problems after 1 year, then what will they say? Where's the expiry date on this nikah? So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to understand. Spread unto others. Ameen. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.